So let's get a card to start with. We have romantic partner. Okay, so this reading seems to be about romance. Okay, I'm hearing this is about self-esteem. And if you are planning or trying to call in a romantic partner, this is a suggestion by the guides now to work on your self-esteem. And it's about evaluation as well, in terms of like, what do I want in a partnership? What kind of partner do I need? What works best for me? Things like that, and the dynamic of the partnership, you know. And then from there, working on what you can bring to the partnership, how you can improve. Okay, so this may not be like someone you already know yet. It may just be in spirit, something that you're sending out as a message, a request to the universe to manifest this partner to come in. So part of the vision is that you really become crystal clear on what you want, and that sets your intention. But then you also raise your vibration to meet that standard that you have set for the partner. Okay? Some people just focus on what they want in the other person and forget about themselves. This is not the case. So let's see what else comes out. Okay. So I'm being guided to a different deck. This is, the self-esteem issue is also about body image and how you see yourself. So I'll use this deck called Life Loves You. This is by Louise Hay, who founded Hay House. Okay. What do we need to work on, guys? Okay, so they're saying me, which is you, right? So working on yourself. Okay. It is about perception more than anything. Seeing the beauty in yourself. And now I'm seeing receive. Working on your ability to receive love and be open to receiving. So some of the ways we block love coming into our life is by not seeing ourselves as love or loving or lovable. And this is where the self-esteem comes in as well. So this is guidance for you to really work on seeing yourself as a loving being who's totally lovable, who loves themselves. Okay, so we have, I live in a friendly universe. It says, let life befriend you today. Every hour, on the hour, throughout the day, remind yourself, I live in a friendly universe. Okay? So some of the things you may feel about the world may scare you, may also close your heart. I commit to being more present in my life. If something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. Complete this sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is... So that's something you could just freeze on and think about. Freeze this video and think, what is it that is missing? Because often people think, oh, it's another person and they will fix everything. But that is really not what happens in a relationship. You both need to come equally to the partnership. You can't think that one person is going to fill your needs completely. And I love life and life loves me. When you feel envy or lack, say to yourself, I love life and life loves me. Be in love with your life. Okay. So these are definitely things that a single person could struggle with if they have been... frustrated with the the lack of action, okay? Loving your life now, bringing to your life what you need, and seeing life or the universe around you as a friendly universe. I'll just turn that over in case you want to take a screenshot of that. Okay, and they're showing me you also need to give yourself a stamp of approval, okay, and not seek it from other people. This is working on yourself completely. And that way you really release all the self-destructive, I'm hearing, self-destructive habits that come into play when you actually do meet someone and you sabotage relationship. Yeah. And then they're saying flow, okay? So flowing is really just going with the flow and not resisting the timing of whatever you're trying to achieve, especially when you're trying to seek a romantic partner. So flowing, and you know, it comes back to this idea of loving life and life loves me. Be in love with your life. If you are really doing that, loving your life, you'll be able to flow a lot better. If you feel like something is missing, you've got to do that work yourself to find out what is missing and then give it to yourself. Okay, so they're also telling me about 5 Languages of Love, which is a book you can use to understand how you prefer to receive and give love. And that will help you understand when you look at your last relationship or the past ones, where the dynamic might have been not satisfying. It could have been due to the love languages, okay? So this is part of the evaluation of how do I take what I've learned from relationships before and grow and expand consciously with awareness. Seeing if there's any other guidance around consciousness that we can embrace. Okay, so they're showing me to appreciate rest time and not get frustrated that nothing is happening. So actually appreciate the time that you have to rest. Some of us need to slow down as well to allow ourselves to receive what the universe has for us. And I think this is part of the issue the guides are saying is like when you flow, you just allow. You let things come to you. You let things fall away. Yeah, and they're saying use the tool of gratitude to change your energy so that you are in more of a flow state and a higher vibration of love and gratitude. Okay, so I've just got a couple of cards here. I'll just get the other one. So these are the goddess cards I'm using. So here we have Freya, which is bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. And this is the past life card. This situation involves your past life memories. So there may be some healing to be done here that is regarding past life and love relationships, or self-esteem or lack thereof, that is situated from past life in energy that you are still carrying now. This idea of being bold and daring. So are you holding yourself back through insecurities in terms of going after what you want? In this case, we're talking about a romantic partner, a relationship. I feel part of this message here is about just being seen, being out there, getting out there. And if you do meet someone and there's like a real spark of energy that seems familiar and you feel like you've known them for a long time but you've only just met them, it could well be a past life person, like someone you've known in a past life that is a soul that you've probably known many lifetimes. Okay, so just a few things there. There's also quite a few rituals you can do while you're calling in a soulmate, such as drawing, it's like a vision board. It's drawing a picture of your intimate relationship, what you want. You can also create a vision board to remind you of what you're trying to call in, so that you can really focus that clear intention. Helps if you put that on the wall. Okay, so let's use Moonology to see like roughly how long or how close we are to this romantic partner coming in. Okay, so this is definitely the time to get the negativity out of your mind, okay? And there was this card back here about the universe being good, and to remind yourself that this is like, if you are in a grouchy mood about anything regarding life, or like, are there many people who are available to date, that kind of thing, this is where you've got to release that. Focus back on your own growth, because you cannot fail there. If you raise your consciousness, it's always going to improve your life. Okay, so this is a time definitely to work on the way you see things. Yeah, this card tried to come out before and it's coming out again. Don't let your pride get in your way. So I'm just going to read that and see what it says. This is the full moon in Leo. It's interesting when the guides push out a card several times. I know that they're saying read the book as well, because there's a message in there. Okay, so this says, have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. But when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. So this card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that is developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. Alright, so I really feel this is, here it is here. It's saying self-esteem is good, vanity is not. And maybe there's a belief that self-esteem isn't good, but this is saying definitely self-esteem is good. And when you, this thing about obstacles, if you are creating obstacles from your mind about the way you see things, like there's not enough good men, or there's not enough this, or I'm not good enough, or blah, 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 or I'm too old, whatever stories you're telling yourself, these are all obstacles. And don't let them stop the momentum of calling in your partner, okay? Work on the negativity. If I can get that in the view there. So work on your negativity to release it and create a new story in your mind through clear intention, affirmations, vision boards, really understanding what kind of partner you want, what works with you, and then working on yourself to be that partner as well. Okay, so you can bring everything that you want as well as them. Okay, so I'll get a romance card now. They're actually telling me creative visualization is a technique you can use to, it's a manifestation technique you can use to really change the way you see the possibility of bringing in a soulmate. I think there are videos and books on that you can look at. Also saying patience, give this time. Like there is no time limit, or there is no, or time limits that you perceive are artificial. And you've got to understand the other person, whoever you're calling in, may have issues of their own that they're sorting out. So it's not just you. Yeah, they're showing me emotional baggage. So emotional baggage needs to be released on both sides. Okay, so we'll get some love cards now. These are Whispers of Love Oracle. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Okay, and I feel this is really when you open your heart, you can then love people deeply. There's a feeling, for some of you watching, there's a fear of being seen vulnerably, or to be seen deeply, or really, you know, like a sincere relationship. And you've got to overcome that, because otherwise you're just going to keep on ending up with superficial relationships that don't work. They're showing me a dump truck, and they're like saying don't dump your stuff onto other people, work on it, release it, and then get into relationship. Okay? So it's that thing that people believe someone's going to come along and save them. It's not. It's not going to work in the energy dynamic of two people. You've got to take care of your own emotional stuff, release it, and then come into union with the other person. Okay, they're pointing me back to this card, which is, if something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. And this is where you start learning about yourself and learning what you need. Maybe you'll start realizing there's some pain that you've been carrying that needs to be released. And, you know, one way people get over things is to stuff it down, stuff all the painful emotions down, and then try and just move on. But it doesn't work. It comes up eventually. And when we take ourselves as a friend, or we take care of ourselves like a child, that's when things really start shifting, and you bring the attention back to yourself. So although this reading started with a card that said romantic partner, this is really to bring yourself up to a position where you call in a romantic partner who is, you know, much higher consciousness than what you would have pulled in before if you hadn't done this work. They're also saying it's seamless. Like when you, and they were giving me this metaphor earlier today of tessellated tiles, which in, like, if you're getting a floor tile, tessellated tiles fit together perfectly. So this is where seamless connection with someone comes into fruition, because you've both done the work and you meet each other at a similar vibration. This is a different kind of idea about dating than the norm. Yeah, they're saying practice compassion here, especially to yourself. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get a timing on this. It's more an individual practice of really caring for yourself deeply, so that you will actually be able to have a very intimate relationship with a romantic partner in the future. Okay, to finish off, I'll get one more card from this oracle. you would like a private reading with me, just visit my website, linked below. Yeah, here we have slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. Okay, so it's very much slowing down and letting this work. You know, we're not going to work on ourselves 24/7. It's going to take some time, but, you know, actually work on yourself. Address these things. Writing in a journal, maybe getting counselling if it's something you need to let go of. Working through the baggage and then allowing the relationship that you were really working on, keeping that clear intention to come through when the time is right. I hope this helps you. And if you would like any assistance, just get in contact with me via my website.